And hello everyone out there. How are you all going? I'm Kate Hill, bringing you the best unbiased and honest content on property, along with fantastic hints and tips. Right now, stay tuned for all your latest property news. There is still very little relief in sight for renters, with new figures showing the national vacancy rate remained at a record low of 0.8% in November. According to Domain data, it was 1.5% this time last year, and they warn that it will not improve anytime soon. Despite some minor seasonal increases in vacancy rates, there are still only 20,300 vacant rental properties, 47% less than the same time last year. We still have a landlord's market across Australia and in every capital city, they say. We are nowhere near providing alleviated conditions for tenants. While we see that small seasonal lifts in rentals, we also see a higher level of people looking for a rental. It is a drop in the ocean compared to what we need. In November, Melbourne vacancies dropped to 1.1%, Sydney was at 1.1%, and Perth and Adelaide had the lowest vacancy rate still of 0.3%, Hobart 0.4% and Canberra 1.2%. Leading property bodies have raised doubts over federal government research which says that rental reforms have no effect on investment activity. Of course they do. The Property Investment Professionals of Australia and the Property Investors Council of Australia have both labelled this research and this study as misguided and grossly inaccurate portrayal of the rental market. The groups are referring to the study by the Australian Housing and Urban Research Institute on which factors influence investors' decisions. Investors exiting the markets have caused the chronic rental shortage. It used rental bond data, which was collated after previous rental reforms in New South Wales and Victoria, and a survey of investors to come up with these findings. The PIPA chair, Nicola McDougall, also my co-author, says that its own survey of 1,618 investors in August shows that 19% of those investors intend to sell, and the top 4 reasons given were the new Queensland land tax, which was subsequently scrapped, changing tenancy legislation, the threat of losing control because of new or potential government legislation, and the threat of government-enforced rental freezes. If that isn't a reason, I don't know what is. The banks are paying customers for the privilege to lend them money, with many lenders now offering larger cashback incentives for new business. According to Domain, more than 20 different banks and lenders are now offering cash to mortgage holders who will refinance with them. These include Westpac, St George, HSBC, Commonwealth Bank, Bankwest and AMP, just to name a few. The number of homeowners refinancing has been on the increase, no surprise, since the Reserve Bank of Australia started lifting interest rates in May this year. Most banks require a minimum refinance amount of $250,000 and a loan-to-value ratio below 80%. Now, while a lump sum cash payment may be enticing, they do say that borrowers should ensure they check the fine print first. And borrowers will also often have to wait a little while for the cash to actually drop into their accounts. The banks want to see you make your first loan repayment, forking out the refinance cash bank amount around 6 weeks after settlement. New home approval figures experienced a big drop in October, the second consecutive monthly fall, adding to the nation's shortage of homes. The Australian Bureau of Statistics figures show that new home approvals fell by 6% in October, with only just over 15,000 approvals. Around 3/4 of those were for standalone houses, while the remainder were for units. The national drop is in spite of increases in 3 states. South Australia up 18%, Victoria and Western Australia both rose 6%. Approvals in New South Wales and Queensland fell by 19%, Tasmania dropped by 11%. The Master Builders Association Chief Executive says that the construction industry is continuing to battle high costs for materials and that all levels of government need to work to address the issues affecting the industry. CBA senior economist Belinda Allen says that the industry is still working through the home builder hangover and that if rates peak soon, it will still be 12 to 18 months before there is a turnaround in the building cycle. Now, I will keep you posted on all things property from around Australia. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you're enjoying all the free content, and I will see you again really soon. Bye.